I'm doing? I am tagging all of our mandolins in our batch with a tag that will stay with it through its entire construction from here on out. It's got the mandolin number in the batch and any details that I need to be aware of as we're going along. The focus of this week's video will be gluing the backs on. So let me welcome you to video number 9 in our weekly production series, and let me describe to you exactly what we're going to do to get the backs on each of our mandolins this week. Okay, I have chosen at random number 4 and number 9, an A style and an F style. The A styles are pretty easy to get ready to go. You just need to level everything up here and make sure everything's nice and clean and ready. Level everything up here and make sure your profile is reasonably matched up and basically glue it on. A styles are pretty easy. F styles, you have to deal with the scroll. The process here is to, believe it or not, and you'll see this in just a second, sprinkle a little ebony dust down in there, very carefully lift that off, saw that out, and then carve roughly the scroll here, and then you will be ready to glue the back on. So let's glue the back on an A and an F style. We're going to start this with mandolin number 5. And the reason that we're going to do mandolin number 5 is that it is one of the ones that's going to have binding put on the back. And so therefore I'd like to get it done and get it over there in the binding station so that I can be binding the back while I'm gluing the backs on these other ones that aren't going to be taking binding. So we're going to do mandolin number 5 first. And the first job to get done is to prepare the mandolin by leveling this gluing surface up here as well as we can, and all of the kerfing and everything that was squeezed out glue and everything on all of the kerfing after we put the kerfing in. So we're going to do that with a board with sandpaper wrapped around it and just sand away. Okay, now it's nice and level, and we are going to take a black wax pencil and go right around the edge of the mandolin top here so that when we cut the binding channel, when we get down to the wax pencil, then we'll know we're deep enough and we won't go too far. Okay, now that the body is ready, we're going to take the back that we have chosen, position it on there, about where we want it, pencil the exact outline of this particular mandolin onto the back. We're going to take some ebony dust and very gently shake it right down in there. And as you can see, we have exactly where that needs to be sawn out at. I'm going to take a pencil and just very gently stitch that line out. Carving the scroll is the next job. I'm only going to run a few seconds of the carving right now and put a link at the end of this video to a bonus video showing the entire process. This bonus video is over 20 minutes long and actually it's pretty boring unless you're kind of into that sort of thing. But I thought that the future owner of mandolin number 5 might like to see the entire event. it will be listed as episode number 10 in this weekly production video series. So we're ready to glue the back on mandolin number 5. The kerfing surface and gluing surfaces here have all been cleaned up. The back's been cleaned up inside and out. All we need to do is spread glue and put everything together. I have cut these thin wedges. They're going to go right down in here to keep the scroll buttons on the back and on the body itself lined up during the gluing process. And then we'll take the prop sticks and provide downward pressure to glue everything together. So let's spread glue and get started. This is mandolin number 10, and as I was getting ready to shoot the video of putting the back on number 10, I realized that I hadn't put the kerfing in somehow or another. So we're having to back up and do that. The kerfing is now dry on mandolin number 10, and it occurred to me that mandolin number 10 is going to have a pickup installed, and I wanted to show you that, so I'm going to set this mandolin aside for the time being and feature the pickup installation in mandolin number 10 in next week's video. So let's take a look at number 7 coming out of the prop bar deck. And now I take number 7 and put it into a rolling tray, take it to a stationary router fitted with a flush trim bit, and trim off the excess back material. Number 5 gets the same treatment. Number 8, the F-style with tortoiseshell binding, is ready to have its back glued. And now we have 4 mandolins having their backs glued on at the same time. We have number 9, that's the one with an A-style neck and an F-style body. And then we have number 6, it's an A-style country boy with white binding. Right next to it is a number 4, it is an A-style country boy as well, only this one has black binding. And then finally on the prop bar deck today we have number 11. It's an R5 master model made with bird's eye maple, and this one will have a whole lot of custom features. So here we are at the end of the week, and all of the mandolins have had their backs glued on, save number 10 here, which will be featured mandolin in next week's video, where we will install its internal pickup before we glue the back on. Don't forget that video number 10, the one following this one, will actually be a bonus video where we carve the scroll for mandolin number 5 in its entirety. So be sure to check that one out. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hit the bell for notification when we post new videos. And check out some of the other videos on the Ratliff Mandolins YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for watching, and we will see you soon.